Matthew chapter 15 verse 9, sabi nga dito, but in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. So the result, if worship is based on man's tradition and teachings, the result is vain. So why do many people have erroneous ways of worship and services? Because according to Matthew chapter 22 verse 29, pakibasa daw, Sister J, Matthew chapter 22 verse 29.
Jesus answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the scriptures nor the power of God.
Okay, so because they do not know the scriptures, kaya yung tao nagkakamali, no? Because of the lack of knowledge. And another reason why God is calling us, God is calling believers to fellowship in the truth. Because in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25, sabi nga dito, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. So it is a command, no, not to forsake. And should we assemble even if we are so few? Sabi nga sa Matthew 18 verse 20, for where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Kahit dalawa o tatlo, ano. Luke 12:32, sinasabi, hindi naman sinabing, fear not, big flock. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's pleasure, good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So hindi ito padamihan o palakihan ng congregation, kundi sabi ng Panginoon, little flock. So it is not right to worship in churches that practice idolatry, because in 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14 to 17, sinasabi, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness, and what concord hath Christ with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel, and what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God had said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them and be separate, said the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Psalms 133 verse 1, sabi nga dito, behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Mas maganda talaga yung pagkakaisa sa katotohanan. And we are to encourage one another, and that is our duty in Hebrews chapter 10 verse 24 to 25. Let us, in verse 24, let us consider one another to provoke and to love and to good works. So not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. So makita natin na napakahalaga ng fellowship ng Christians, and we are to exercise our talents and gifts, magamit ng Panginoon sa kanyang gawain. And also, we are to be doers of the word. In James chapter 1 verse 22, be doers of the word, not hearers only. Kaya yan ang utos niya sa Great Commission, Matthew chapter 28 verses 18 to 20. And Jesus came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go therefore, teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. So, mahalaga talaga yung utos ng Panginoon. At ang sabi nga sa Acts chapter 5 verse 29, pakibasa daw, Brother Will.
Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
Okay, so mahalaga talaga na si God ang sundin kaysa sa tao. Okay, so hanggang dyan lang ating pag-aaral ng kanyang mga salita.